What it do? What it do? Let's talk about it. Super Bowl Sunday. Where my Philly fans? Where are my Chief fans? That's who played in the Super Bowl today. I just think we need to discuss it a little bit. Have a little fun with it. Don't be upset. Come on in, bring a friend. Let's talk about it. Late night vibes with chatting with Ms.V. I couldn't watch it. I mean, at the end, I first of all, where was the Chiefs today? Was the plane late or what? What? Come on, what really had happened in that first quarter and that second quarter? I'm still trying to figure out what had happened was, huh? Man, I don't know. They ain't show up. I was sitting there with Tasha and Chocolate, and I say, man, this is kind of sad. I told y'all, if y'all remember, when we played our last game and we were trying to get to the Super Bowl, that was a darn good game. And it was anybody's game up until the last score. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I couldn't believe what was really going on. I said, maybe they missed the plane in the first quarter and in the second quarter. I don't know, because they wasn't there. About 9 minutes into the game, we sitting upstairs, of course, in the Dallas Cowboy room, because Chocolate is a Cowboy fan. And the whole family, we looking, and I bust out with it. I say, this game here is going to be a boring game. And I'm thinking to myself, the best thing about this game is going to be the commercials. What y'all thought about the commercials? I didn't even care too much for the commercials. I thought the best commercial out there today was Seal. I like that commercial. The rest of them, too much animation and artificial intelligence. I ain't down with all that. Let's see. I see somebody coming in. What's up, Mavada, Ms.V? Them Eagles showed out. Yes, they did. They showed out the entire game. I was sitting there and I was like, now, hold up. This is Super Bowl champs here. These are contenders. Somebody need to score. And then I told myself, I said, well, Seth, they're holding it down. Because neither team hadn't scored. But then when Philly came out there, I said, uh-oh. And I saw that lineup. Y'all got some big old boys out there. Man, I don't know what they being fed, but there was some big old guys on both teams. Sure enough, my friends had the basement on fire. Yes, indeed. Ours was a little subtle because it wasn't much. Well, like my nephew is a Ravens fan, Chris. I don't know what his girlfriend was. She was just there watching the game with us. Chocolate is a Cowboy fan. Tasha all over the place. And I'm a Ravens fan. But I was pulling for the underdog. Because when I told y'all on my live this morning, I said, I'm going for the underdog, baby. I ain't going for no Chiefs. I just didn't see after the Ravens left. I started watching the teams who would be going to the Super Bowl. I just didn't see Kansas City winning, but I ain't know it was going to be like that, 22-40. They showed up in the third quarter, thank God, and then they really started playing in the fourth quarter, but it was a little too late. That's the way it was. What's up, Aqua Blue? Hey, what's good? Philly in the building? Okay. All right then. Let's see who else. Miss Veronica. Hey, Miss Veronica. There's my niece, Shantae. Hey, Shantae, what you doing up this time of night, Shantae? You watch the game? Candy Crush is in the building tonight. The Eagles kept the lead growing. They did. But I just didn't think it was a Super Bowl game. That just looked like any old game you play at the first of the season to me. That did not look like a Super Bowl game to me. Sorry, Chiefs fans, sorry. Oh, you like the halftime, Veronica? I watched the beginning of it. Southern University was there. So you know Southern and Grambling are rivalries. in Louisiana. And I say the best thing that could have happened at this game was for the Southern to come out and then Grambling hit the stage at halftime. That would have been a show. For real, for real. Because they have the battles of the bands, and the bands are great. But Southern put on a show. They did that. They came out strong. They ain't miss a step. The music was clear. Everything was just good. I loved it. Hey, Miss Audrey. They should have let Lil Wayne perform. Well, I've been reading a little bit about that, and they said that Jay-Z had a little bit to do with Lil Wayne not being able to perform. Now, we don't know how true it is, but them music people, they got a lot of controversy going on right about now. And it's been going on for years, but it's full-fledged ahead now. So I guess Super Bowl is over, and we coming up into May, so everything gonna blow the cover on that come May when Diddy go to trial, Candy Crush. I ain't looking forward to that because I just see a whole lot of people's names gonna be called and a whole lot of people gonna be taken down. That's gonna be a Super Bowl for the music industry. Who gonna win, who gonna lose, and who going down. Yeah. I enjoyed the halftime, only don't know much about the game, says Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie's a Saints fan. All righty. Veronica said, we went for the Eagles. My son is a Ravens fan. Okay, so you have to do what you got to do when your team fall out, so he just like me. Us Ravens was sitting on the bench, not really giving too much of a care. Just wanted it to be a good Super Bowl game and be interesting and be entertaining. So I can say they had great entertainment there. They really did. Ms.V, they was all Eagles fans. Pretty much. I ain't seen a Chief fan come in here tonight. Now, it was some came in here this morning, but right now they might be grieving a little bit. I don't know. Carlita says, yes, ma'am, I saw the Eagles show out. Oh, you watched it, huh, Shantae? Okay. And tell my sister-in-law hello, Betty. Veronica says she's a Steelers fan. My husband is a Browns fan, so y'all didn't have no dog in that fight either. Okay. Candy Crush say Southern University. That blue and gold. Go ahead, Candy. Is that the school you graduated from, Candy? Or you just like that school? Baton Rouge in the building. Oh, okay. Southern always show out. And do. I'm closer to Grambling. And the college I went to was Louisiana Tech, which was like 5 miles from Grambling. But in the very beginning, I really did want to go to Southern. But then I don't know what made me change my mind at the last minute and go to Louisiana Tech. Thank you for the gift. I don't know who sent it, but thank you. It went too fast. Miss Audrey said, Ms.V, you and your mods could have did the halftime show because it was horrible. You didn't like it, huh, Miss Audrey? Did y'all see Serena Williams on the stage dancing? I ain't even look at it. I looked at the beginning of the show. When it first came on, I really liked that. I really did. But I didn't watch the halftime show. In fact, I got up and left just before halftime and came home. I told them, man, this is boring to me. I can't with this. And once I got home, they still had the score. I just turned the TV off, so I didn't even see the last half of the game. I couldn't take it. Carlita says Sandy Brown's oldest daughter. That's my niece, y'all. She came into the chat the other day. Her name is Carlita. She's named after her great-grandmama and my grandmother. And her middle name is Shantae. So I called her Shantae, and her dad gave her the name of Tay Baby. So if you hear me calling Carlita or Shantae, very rarely do I call her Carlita. I usually call her Tay Baby or Shantae, but she's my real niece. Okay. Hey, Valencia, you caught alive. I have to agree with you. It didn't seem like a Super Bowl game. Overall, it's over and can't wait for next season. Cowboys for life. You and Chocolate. Okay, so y'all gonna have some fun next season. I know. I miss football. I wish it lasts longer like baseball or basketball. It looked like the season is a little too short. But I realize the game is a rough and tough contact sports, and those guys probably couldn't last too much longer than from August to January, the Super Bowl. It would be too much on their bodies. Candy Crush said, I had on my black and gold today. All right then, Candy Crush. Okay. Miss Archer say, did they have any Clydesdale horses, frog, or Dorito commercials? I didn't see any. No, I don't know, Miss Audrey, but I'm kind of thinking that might be a thing of the past. Because the commercials I did see that was going on when the game was going on, they were all new commercials, but they were kind of different. They were more into the times that we're living in now. A lot of animated stuff, like I said, looked like a lot of artificial intelligence along in those commercials. So, but they need to keep those Clydesdale horses in there. They really, really do. I love to see those horses. Okay, you tell Betty Rose I say hello. Okay, Shantae. Hey, Pierre. Pierre, did you have a dog in this fight? Who was your team, babe? Living for Jesus is in the building. Good evening. How are you? And how's my winter? Hope all is well. Oh, you went to Southern for a little while. Okay, then. Well, you got that Jaguar fever in you then, Candy Crush. You don't have to go but for a little while. Um, I have a great niece that went to Southern, and I thought about her today, Shantae. I thought about Amber being in the band, and she was there for four years, I guess. But she played in the band and she majored in music at Southern. She loved herself some Southern too. I think it's just something that gets inside of you. Um, okay. What's up, Reba, how you? Hey, y'all. Just dropped in real quick. I'm hosting a Super Bowl party. Go ahead on, baby. Obviously, you're a Philly fan to be having a Super Bowl party. Yes, my daughter is an Eagles fan. All right, then. Go on, baby. We'll talk later. Y'all have fun. That's some cold juice. What? That they pour on that cup. Oh, yes. That probably Gatorade in those old coolers. But they got to be used to it by now. They ought to know it's coming. You're not happy for them, Miss Audrey? They do it all the time. They got to expect that. I like to hear the undertones from that juice. Once they hit their head and come running down that back and cross their shoulders, what did you really, really say? Okay, did y'all see that orange faced man there in the very beginning, Miss Audrey? Sure did. I saw him. He was there. I was trying to figure out, I didn't see the wife. I was trying to figure out who the lady was. It was two ladies on the side of him, who they were. But it flashed so quick. Yep, and I was like, oh, there he is. Jill Biden was there and she had fun. So was that Jill? That wasn't Jill on the side of him. You know, it kind of looked like Bush's wife at first, but like I say, it went so fast, I just don't know. Bush babies, please hit that like button. Thank you. Pierre said the Eagles. Oh, so you a winner today. You ought to be celebrating, baby. There was 102 women then was given free tickets to the game. See her Eagles win. There was 102 woman then was given free tickets to game. See her Eagles win. Okay, I got to figure that one out. Kalita says Amber knows she is good with those bands. Yeah, she could play those horns. Her favorite instrument was a trumpet, Shantae. That was so real. I think majoring in music, she had to learn them all, but she's really, really good on that trumpet. Hey, sweetness. Uh-oh. How about them Eagles? They all right with me. I told you, sweetness, this morning I was going with them Eagles. I just had a feeling. Uh-huh. And I came out like, yeah. And then Chocolate gonna sit over there talking about, uh, well, they only had 3 weeks to get ready for it. I said, boy, don't you tell nobody else that. You do not sound like you know a darn thing about football. They have 3 weeks every year. Whatever team go up there to play, they have 3 weeks. So shut it down right there and don't tell nobody else that no more. The orange face man, you laughing at him? Yeah, baby, he be made up. I don't know who does his makeup, but or what tanning bed he go in. I ain't figured it out yet. Um, Valencia say, I'm from LA. My son went to school with Kendrick Lamar. The halftime preference wasn't the best, but I have to represent for my city. They not like us. Congratulations. Okay. Yeah, and we need to stop and congratulate them Eagles too. My condolences to the Chiefs. Uh-huh. I don't think it was his wife, but he wasted taxpayers' money going. They didn't really, well, see, I didn't even watch the whole game, so I'm not going to say they didn't really show him that much. But they did show him at the very beginning, up there with a suit on. It's like, okay, you can be presidential, but you had a game now. Why didn't you have a team? Like when Obama was in office, we knew, who his team was. He was with Chicago. Okay. Okay, but we don't know about him. He ain't bothered to tell us. He just flew down to the game. Sorry, Ms.V. A lady 102 was awarded free tickets for the game. She said her Eagles was going to win. Oh, okay, okay. What's up, Brittany? Brittany is a Chiefs fan. We finally got a Chiefs fan in the building. Brittany wasn't even watching the game, y'all, because I looked on YouTube and Brittany was live, and I ran in there and told her, baby, y'all can go on go to bed, because if y'all had some celebrations for the night, y'all should have celebrated before the game, because it wasn't looking too good. Did they miss the plane, Brittany? What really happened? Tell us what really, really happened. Because the first quarter and the second quarter, they didn't even show up, sugar. Hey, gospel singer, how you doing, beautiful queen? Um, yes, Jill Biden was having a good time at the game. Okay, okay. Valencia said, I didn't see him at all. Glad I did. When I saw him, it was a flash of him up in the stadium seats. I guess where they sit the people of importance, executives, or whatever you want to call them. He was there and he had a suit on. And I don't know if he had on that red hat or didn't have on a hat. I can't remember. Because he'll wear that mega hat in a New York second. He probably signed some presidential orders, executive orders on the plane flying down. And I told him, don't get on Air Force One flying down there. Get on his own plane and use his own gas. Put your own gas in there. He probably didn't. Sorry, Brittany, maybe next year. Yeah, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, baby. We already set it down a few weeks ago, Brittany. So just go on, sit it down with the rest of us, okay? It's over now, baby. It's over. Call it a day. Sorry it had to end that way. Gospel singer says she over there feeling good. What you on, gospel singer? Hey, hey, hey. Candy Crush. He don't have the piece of hair sticking up in front his head for nothing. I can't with no Candy Crush. You still can't. You ain't got no choice now, but you got to stay there. You got to go the rest of the way. Yep. I can't switch over. I'm not no Tasha. Tasha switched from the cheeseheads. Who is that? Wisconsin. I don't even know who she call herself following. And she pick a team by the color of the uniform. Now, they ain't no real football fan. I can't with her. Candy Crush is speaking to you, Brittany. You okay, sugar? Brittany gonna be fine. Hey, Miss Aretha, how you doing? That's Miss Aretha Vaughn. That was my nephew that sung at halftime. Oh, really, Miss Aretha? And played the piano. He had the little short haircut on the bottom, and he had the little twisted kind of hairdo on the top. Oh, what? No, that guy sung in the beginning because I didn't see the halftime. Now you gonna go make me go back to see your nephew, Miss Aretha. Well, congratulations to your nephew to be able to get in there and sing like that at the halftime show. He could have had on a fun attire, no smile, just a stuck face with a frown. He is who he is. What we talk about this morning, Miss Audrey. You are who you are. Just like you are what you eat. You are who you are. You can't be nothing else. Hey, little mama. Who won? Feel it, little mama. They won. They are the Super Bowl champs. Gospel singer said, I just seen on YouTube down at the New Orleans, they up there for down there showing out in New Orleans, little young people getting their fights. Oh, that's sad. And New Orleans is a fun place. That's what you go to New Orleans to have fun, drink, eat, be merry, be happy. It's a happy place. It's a different place from any place you'll ever visit in the United States, even after the storm and how much it has changed. It's still New Orleans, okay? And the food is unique and it's different. You either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it, but it's all good to me. I love hanging out in New Orleans. And they showed you Bourbon Street also. Yep. My Philly relatives are having fun in the streets tonight. They are having fun. Yes, indeed. I'm sure it's a lot of parties going on and a lot of celebrations going on if you're a Philly fan tonight. The gospel singer say Cardi B down in New Orleans giving out her whipped cream and stuff. Man, I wished I would have got to go get me a free can of whipped cream and we'll have to buy it. Yeah. And I was glad to see Michael Strahan was there. Uh-huh. Yeah, he walked out with Tom Brady in the big beginning. TRW. Hey, Ms.V, my son just won $4,000. How you? Oh, on a betting on the game. Girl. Ooh, congrats to him, baby. I know I'd be excited too. Yes, indeed. How much did he have to bet to get 4,000 TRW? But Miss Aretha's saying yes. He did an excellent job. He did. Yes. Oh, so y'all saw Miss Aretha's nephew. Okay. That's good. My mother came to my home and we went to the grocery store and bought some hot dogs and corn and bought some of them little chili and cheese wraps and put them in the oven. Okay, what did we have? We had 4 different kinds of chicken wings. We had some kind of shrimp egg rolls. Some lady made them, and Chris went and picked them up. And we had boudin balls, 2 different kinds. And what else did we have? I can't even remember. We had nacho cheese dip with the sausage and the cheese in it. I don't know. It was so much food on that bar. I can't remember. That's what I ate. And I got full so fast. That kind of food fills me up real fast. Little mama said, oh, okay. Miss Audrey's telling TRW, congrats to your son. Ask him, can I hold 20? With $4,000, I'm sure When he hit and he let everybody know, everybody already in the family done claim that part. Now, Miss Audrey, you might be standing there waiting until next year for that 20. But tell him to enjoy himself. Buy him something that he really wants with that money. John Baptiste is my real life nephew. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna catch that halftime so I can take a look at it, Miss Audrey. A lot of great musicians come out of New Orleans. Miss V, were you aware that the ticket for the Super Bowl dropped by almost $2,000? Because I never had planned on going, but I sure did in Valencia. Gospel singer says, I'm blessed that I got my food stamps today on Super Bowl weekend, and I'm feeling blessed to have my stomach full. Stamps, my stomach is full. That's right, baby. You blessed to have them. You sure are. And hopefully that orange-faced man don't be messing with them, because we don't need that. People need to eat, okay? And some people who sincerely need food stamps. TRW, hey, Audrey, thank you. I told him he is a gambler. Yes, indeed. I got me some pink cotton candy at the grocery store. I got my own goodies for the Super Bowl at my house. I'm going to eat and enjoy myself. If it ain't there at the game, I'm eating up all of the snacks. Don't mess around and gain weight now. Eating up all them snacks. Put a few back for the rest of the week. Throughout the month till the next food stamps come. Candy Crush say, oh my God, New Orleans is packed. Aretha, I know you hate traffic right now. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because they only got 10 running through there. And then you got to know, well, Miss Aretha knows how to take the back streets. It's like living here in Houston. We got more freeways than they do. But you got to know how to get off them freeways sometime and go through the hood and everything else to make a long trip, a shorter trip home. Yeah. But they know how it is because they got Mardi Gras. They have those music festivals that come to New Orleans, so they know about the traffic there. And you just know at certain times of the day when things like that are going on, or if they're at night, you know how to get around it, or you need to stay in your community. Because the way they have it set up, really most of the people who live there don't have to go into the French Quarter unless they want to. You go into the French Quarter when you want to be with the vacationers and just go down there and like you're a tourist, I guess. Yeah, he told me he bet 2,000. Oh, wow. TRW. He really did take a chance. But thank God he won. Yes, Ms.V. Michael Strahan does football commentary every Sunday. He was out for a while. That's what I was thinking about when I saw him, Miss Audrey, because his twin daughter had cancer, but she's doing good now. I was reading about her last week, and she went to the studio to visit him, and she looks great. Now they're getting in fights and stuff in front of clubs. They drunk. And stuff, fighting over me and stuff. A woman fighting over a woman for a man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all take that on to the house. Ain't no sense in laying down in the slam of the night when you could be laying down in your bed fighting over no man. There's plenty more out there. Why you fighting over him? He ought to be fighting over you. Ain't that backwards? Blessings to you, Shatika. What's up, my Texas friend? A friend of mine up here in Corsicana won $5,000 on the game. They was doing some serious betting there, Aaron. Yes, they were. What's up, Princess? Princess say, I'm just like you, Ms.V. I ain't had no dog in that fight. I live in Canada. TRW said, I made hot wings, barbecue wings, fried wing, potato salad, and cheeseburger sliders and french fries and rotel dip. You had some good finger foods too. Uh-huh. We didn't have the potato salad. What did we have? I don't forgot, y'all, because I just know what I put on my plate. Like I say, it was a lot of food. Way too much. Because it was just family there. It was no outside people there. It wasn't like a party or anything. It was just family, and we would just all sit up there together and watch the big screen upstairs. The Philadelphia Eagles tore that ass up. Yes, they did, Aaron. I cannot say they didn't because they did. Uh-huh. Sure did. Yeah, they got in a fight on Bourbon Street. People right in front of the club. That's embarrassing. But they're used to that. There's always some fight gonna break out, And they pretty much got that French Quarter covered with police because the little orange man came there for one thing. So they had security and police all over the place. So that was kind of dumb on their part. And I could have got a photo with Cardi B down there. I didn't know Cardi if he was going to be there, if she was going to be there. Even though I have money this time, I guess I have to go with my birthday in March. Okay. Anytime is a good time to go to New Orleans, though. But try to go before it gets so hot, because it can be extremely hot in New Orleans, just like here in Houston. You had honey wings also? Okay. Aaron, we are having a good time up here in Corsicana. Good for you, Aaron. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Aretha, I told y'all, Miss Aretha say she know how to maneuver. Yes, indeed. If you live there for any length of time, it's kind of easy city to me to learn how to get around. Valencia say, I spoke about the sale for the ticket because those tickets are outrageous. If you're a football fan, that would be a chance of a lifetime to experience. I had the opportunity to go in 2022. The last time I went was in New Orleans when the Ravens played the 49ers, the two Harbaugh brothers. But that was in 2011 when we won our last Super Bowl game. I don't remember how much my husband paid for those tickets, but I want to say back then they were about $5,000 for the two of us, plus the trip down from Baltimore and the hotel expenses and food. It ended up being a pretty expensive trip, but it's a trip I'll never forget, a trip of a lifetime. Thank God I got memories and pictures. Gospel singers say, I have some Belgian mini cream puffs. I'm enjoying these. Girl, you better stop all that eating. You're going to mess around and ain't going to be able to get through the double doors now. All you been doing was eating this whole life. Oh, no, baby, you got to put some of that up now. I'm not listening to you no more, gospel singer. You eat too much sugar. Yes, ma'am, I got to stay thick for my man. Okay, well, if your man happy, let me get out the business. Ain't none of my business as long as your man happy. Taylor Swift just rubbed Travis Kelce. Wait a minute. Wasn't it something about Kelce was going to propose to Taylor Swift if they won the game? Well, when I heard that, I didn't know if it was true or not, but I'm thinking, well, what if they don't win? He ain't going to propose to her? Because she put a lot of money out there on that game. Potty poo, little tink tink, it'll be all right. You got 2 Super Bowl rings. Yeah. Show back to back. Wonder when Orange Face gonna invite them to the White House, and if so, don't serve no McDonald's. Well, that's what he gave the who was that? I forgot what team it was. But I remember the Ravens went there when Obama was there. But when Trump was in there, he did serve them people some burgers. That was like a slap in the face of them big old men. Hey, Miss Sandra, how you feeling tonight, Miss Sandra? I hope you're doing better. You've been a little under the weather. And no, Miss Sandra, I have not received my gift. I saw your comment. I actually checked the mail before I did my live this morning out by the pool. So I have not received it, but tomorrow is another day. So I keep checking for it, Miss Sandra. And I'll let you know when I get it. In fact, I will let the people see it on live, okay? If I can. I better open it first instead of coming out here opening these gifts. It might not be something somebody else need to watch. I feel so blessed. I had a great day at church. We took church photos today when with the church family. Okay. All right. So y'all, I didn't come to stay a long time. Ms.V had how was church day? I didn't make it. Erwin, let me tell you what I did. We had lost power. What day was that? Friday, I believe it was. And I had never set the clock until last night. I set the clock for the right time last night, set it for 6 o'clock this morning, didn't get up like I should have gotten up. I looked at the clock again, it was 10:15. What time does church start? 10:15. Tasha and Chocolate went on to church. They didn't get there at 10:45. But at least they heard the pastor, the sermon. I said to myself, it ain't no way I'm going to even make it there to hear the pastor. So I got to go over to Facebook and hear it. Actually, it was the children singing today. So that was no big deal because I wasn't in the choir today anyway. And they had a children's program before church today. It was Clemson Tigers. He served the McDonald's too. They're still them. They too big. They football players. They eat a lot. They eat big meals. They don't eat no little old bitty food like that. No McDonald's and I can't with that. I'm good, just taking it easy, Miss V. You funny. Okay, Miss Sandra, but I will let you know. Miss V, it's getting late and I need to take my niece home. Everyone have a blessed night. Congratulations to the Eagles. Don't go to ring their bell. I did. Good night. Thank you, Valencia. Appreciate you coming in. Drive safe, honey. Everyone tell a friend and bring a friend back to Chatting with Ms. V. Inspiration, education, motivation. We welcome you back. And we do. Look at that. Something he done did now. A news break. Every time I'm on live, look like he come up with a news break. I'm going to need him to sit down for a few minutes and just rest his nerve. He ought to be enjoying himself. You know, he got the opportunity to go down there. Hopefully he'll make it back fine. I don't wish no bad luck on nobody. So hopefully he'll get out of New Orleans and go on back to D.C. tonight and sleep in his own bed. Because New Orleans ain't a place that he need to be. No way. With all this stuff he got going on and how he cutting up out here on these streets. Okay, Miss Sandra's saying okay. Yeah. Go on back home and rest. And leave a pen. I hope you left the pen in New Orleans, that you signed an autograph with it and gave it to somebody. Because you need to put the pen down now. And we going into the 4th week next week. And we can't take too much more of you. You're going to have to leave folks alone. We having enough issues on our own. Just trying to live day to day and be healthy and be happy. Yeah, and then here you come. Upsetting the program. We celebrating the Super Bowl tonight. That's what you need to be doing. I don't need to see no more stuff coming down the line talking about news break Trump is. We're not going to do it like that, baby. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to get in my bed. And I'm going to try to shut it down and go to sleep. Because I do have an appointment tomorrow around noon. So, you guys, the Eagles fans, again, congratulations. Chiefs fan, go take a good vacation and we'll see you back next year. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank you for the donation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good night, John boy. Miss Audrey's calling it a night, y'all. So we'll see you good guys tomorrow. Have a peace and blissful night. Much love from Chatting with Ms. V.